Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Warzone. Today we have ourselves single match with Robert Castner going up against Albert Wiradharma. Two guys that have had somewhat rough stretches to their year so far. I think they want to try to end off their year with a win. Right next to me here is Andrew Barr. What type of match do you think we got here today?
I think we have a sneaky good one, honestly. These are two players that have definitely shown they're very knowledgeable when it comes to movies. I think sometimes luck has just unfortunately been a factor for both of these players, but I think with the both of them going up against each other, this may turn out to be a very even match indeed.
Oh yeah, I mean we could definitely have that today. Let's go ahead and bring in our first competitor. We'll bring in Albert, who's manager Kaleb Koho. Oh, yeah, switch that down here. So Albert, how you doing today?
Hi. I'm doing good. Excited for this match.
Yeah. This isn't our thing. This isn't our division. This is what Albert does when in between his days where he's just running fandom. He needs a break. He just comes here and messes around. So Robert actually cares about this division. So he needs this a lot more than we do, to be totally honest with you. So we're just gonna show up. We're gonna have fun, and if it happens, it happens. Sure. But we're not. This is whatever to us. We're gonna go back and watch the Twilight movies for a trillion times so we can go win belts.
Way more fun.
Pain.
It sucks.
Yeah, that sounds very sad. Let's go ahead and bring in. Oops. Let's go ahead and bring in Robert and his manager today, his fandom teammate Jake Meltzer. How you guys doing today?
Good. There are a lot of things Koho said that are accurate. A lot of things have been said that have been accurate. Luck has been a piece of shit for me in this division. Who I've played, wheel spins, all that nonsense. That's A. Two is that, yeah, I do give a shit about this. I have a baby girl on the way, and I want her to know that her dad could win like one match in Warzone at some point in time, so she doesn't feel like she's being raised by someone of an adequate skill.
I want to make one point of clarification here. I've only seen the Twilight movies through once, and I managed to get a Fandom belt. So you guys don't have to do that to yourselves. Trust me.
That's torture.
Completely not worth it.
No.
You really don't need to. But no, for real though, I have plenty of faith in my guy here. Yes, he does want it, and I think he has been bitten by some bad luck, both in singles and teams. And I see that going a different way today. I mean, both of these guys are absolute beasts in fandom, and I expect it to also be competitive here today, just because the background is blue and not purple.
All right, got it. Robert wants his children to know he's not a loser. All right, gotcha. Let's go ahead and get started.
Thank you.
Let's bring in Albert, and let's get started with round number one. It's your basic whiteboard round. It's like every whiteboard round you've ever done. You're going to get 8 questions in 8 different general movie categories. You're going to have 15 seconds to write the answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of that time, you will show and verbalize your answer. If you get the question correct, you will receive 1 point. Any competitor gets all 8 correct, they will receive a bonus question also worth 1 point. You also have 3 repeats and a challenge used throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
No, I'm happy to spend this evening with you, gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. In that case, your first question is going to come in the category of actors and actresses. Who has played a hitman, a prince, and a bank robber?
Now, some would call me the Prince of Bank Robberies. I'm not going to tell you any more details because I know that the CIA is watching this match.
5, 4, 3.
I'll use a repeat.
Well, okay, just beat me. That is Robert's first repeat. Who has played a hitman, a prince, and a bank robber?
I don't appreciate that repeat because I've got nothing left to top what I already said.
Well, yeah, none of your jokes included being a hitman. You top down those other 2 things.
Other than being hit multiple times, yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Some would call me a punching bag.
1. All right, pens down. Let's go to Albert.
I said Richard Madden.
Okay, and Robert.
Say Keanu Reeves.
Both incorrect. We had Chris Pine. Chris Pine is the answer. So, Brent's multiple movies: Hitman and Smoking Aces and Bank Robber. And
Oh, yeah.
High Water.
Well, your next question is going to come in mystery thriller. In North by Northwest, Roger Thornhill has been mistaken for a man with what profession? Roger Thornhill, that's a very classy name. Like that.
Very classy. Somewhat made up, but we'll let him get away with that. 5,
Some would say.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, there goes my
1.
camera.
All right. Pens down. Let's get going with Robert.
Is that a lawyer?
And Albert. Why am I forgetting your name?
I said Spy.
Spy is the correct answer. Moving on to your next question in the category of crime. In what 80s crime film does a person make multiple attempts to kill a witness, but just ends up accidentally killing their dogs?
The only dogs I've killed in the last month are Nathan's hot dogs. Not as good as Armor hot dogs, but, I'll get over that.
I thought you were going to say DeWiener Schnitzel. 5.
Ooh, I haven't had that.
3, 2, 1. My dad loves them. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
I don't have anything.
Robert.
Gross Point Blank.
Both incorrect. We were looking for a fish called Wanda.
All right, moving on to your next question, which is going to come in Oscars, the glitzy, glamorous Oscars. Name one of the 4 people that lost Best Director to Damien Chazelle for 2016's La La Land. So shout out to Mark Menchaca's dad popping up in that last question.
I mean, he'd be happy to know it was the DeWiener Schnitzel call out. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Shout out to Dwayne
1. Pens down. We're looking for that sponsorship. Let's go to Robert.
Barry Jenkins.
And Albert.
I also have Barry Jenkins.
Barry Jenkins is correct. We also would have accepted Kenneth Lonergan, Mel Gibson, and Denis Villeneuve. Get on to your next question in sci-fi fantasy. In 2004's The Butterfly Effect, Ashton Kutcher's character inherited the ability to travel through time from which family member?
Got nothing funny to say here. The 2016 Oscar director nominations list, kind of stacked.
Yeah.
Somewhat for that year. I can go either way on Villeneuve for Arrival. 5, 4, 3,
Totally
2,
earned.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
I said his father.
Okay, and Robert.
I also said father.
All right, sweep on that one. Score is 3-2, Albert's favor.
As we move into your next category, which is horror. Who plays reporter Daniel Malloy in Interview with the Vampire?
Okay.
What you see over there?
I'm watching football. It is Sunday, people. I can't.
Ooh, which game?
5, 4. Rams Cowboys. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert
Brad Pitt.
and Robert.
Is that Christian Slater?
Christian Slater is the correct answer. Robert tying it up at 3. Moving on to your penultimate question in the category of movie release dates. In what year was National Lampoon's Vacation released?
All right. Best Vacation. Go.
Whatever will be my most recent vacation to San Diego to go to Comic-Con again. Probably that one.
Fair. Never been.
5.
I've got nothing. I don't go on vacation.
3,
Oh.
2, 1. Very sad.
Yeah.
Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Said 1980.
Albert.
I also guessed 1980.
Got the right decade. It was 1983.
Okay.
Damn.
As we move into your final question of this round, coming from the category of coming of age /teen. In Lady Bird, when Lady Bird breaks her arm, what color is her cast? I've never broken a single bone.
Neither have I. Like,
Huh.
I got something where I overextended something, but that doesn't count. So, I mean, not for this conversation. 5,
Still adventurous.
3, 2, 1. I guess got football injury. Pens down. Let's go with Robert, I guess.
Purple.
And Albert.
I said pink.
Pink is the correct answer. Albert breaking that tie. Going to score up to 4. With Robert at 3, ending round number 1. Is that what you have, Andrew?
That is what I have.
All right, great. That will take us into round number 2, our wheel round, in which oh, look at that, I forgot to put up the wheel. So while I'm talking, we're just gonna talk about the wheel round, in which each competitor will get a chance to spin our wheel. They if they like it, they like what they spin on the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again. But they must keep what they land on the second time. They'll get 5 questions in whatever category they spin on, each worth 2 points apiece. They can also check down to multiple choice for 1 point apiece. Now, there is stealing, so everybody kindly watch your ass. The categories on tonight's wheel are Haley Steinfeld and Anne Hathaway, which I believe are Albert's strengths. And then we have Jake Gyllenhaal and 21st Century Tom Cruise, which are Robert's strengths, as well as 2000s, sports, romantic comedies, scores, and soundtracks. And spinners and opponent's choice, as everybody's brought up in the pregame interviews. Albert, Koho isn't here. And saying that, would you like to spin first or spin again? Or spin first, defer. Jesus Christ.
Defer.
Great.
Defer.
So Robert, you can spin first or spin again.
We will spin.
We will spin. We'll take our risk.
Thank you. Here's your first spin. And you land on Anne Hathaway. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think I want to spin again.
Yeah, she's unfairly hated, but I think that we can do better in this particular case.
Yeah.
So, yes, we will spin again, please.
Spin again.
Well, the Anne Hathaway hate will lead to another spin of the wheel.
I made a specific point that there was no half a hate happening.
Nope,
And Anne Hathaway will not have any of it, and that is.
I hate the Warzone wheel. I hate it so much.
All right, goodbye, Jake. And Andrew, would you like to read Robert his questions and Anne Hathaway?
No. 5, whatever. All right.
But I guess I can.
All right, Robert, you ready for your first question on Anne Hathaway?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the spirit.
Mhm.
Your first question. In Colossal, when Tim and Gloria are at the bar together with Oscar, what does Oscar do that displays his reckless behavior?
Give him a technical. You broke up a lot.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I will read that again. In Colossal, when Tim and Gloria are at the bar together with Oscar, what does Oscar do that displays his reckless behavior?
A couple things in mind, so I'm going to multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, smash the jukebox, B, set off fireworks, C, pours vodka on Tim, or D, cuts a table in half with a chainsaw.
B, fireworks.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. What is the profession of Hathaway's character in Bride Wars?
Multiple.
5, 4. Your multiple choice options are A, teacher, B, author, C, nurse, or D, accountant.
Teacher.
That is correct for 1 point. In what film does Hathaway appear alongside Minnie Driver, Vivica A. Fox, and Lucy Punch?
Ella Enchanted.
That is correct for 2 points. What sport does Haru play in The Cat Returns?
Oh my god, I just read this too. What the fuck, man? Brain, you idiot. Sorry, that's my inner monologue coming out. Fuck. Ford. Shitballs.
5, 4,
Multiple.
3.
Please.
Your multiple choice options are A, lacrosse, B, soccer, C, field hockey, or D, baseball.
Field hockey.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, lacrosse, B, soccer. Sorry, I'll say that again. A, lacrosse, B, soccer, C, field hockey, or D, baseball.
Haru and the Cat Returns. Lacrosse.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of Anne Hathaway. In Get Smart, Max is given a coded message in prison by what radio personality?
Five, 4.
Multiple.
Your multiple choice options are A, Ryan Seacrest, B, Howard Stern, C, Sean Hannity, or D, Larry King.
Larry King.
That is incorrect. Albert, chance for the 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Ryan Seacrest, B, Howard Stern, C, Sean Hannity, or D, Larry King.
Howard Stern.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
And with that, that will end Robert's turn.
Yep.
And with Robert getting his score up to 7, Albert at 5.
Mhm.
And with that, we will bring back in Koho. And this will be Albert's spin at the wheel. And it goes, and it spins on 2000s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I don't hate that. It's not strength level, but I don't really think this is. I think this round 2 is better for you than we probably give it credit for.
Okay. So you think it's what?
I mean,
What
how
are
do
you?
you, how do you feel about 2000s?
2000s is super hit or miss.
All right, then let's spin again.
Okay.
If you're not feeling it, let's spin again.
All right, so you're spinning again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second spin. This way you have to keep. And
Cool.
the wheel
Yeah.
just will not
The
take
wheel's
no for an
fine.
answer.
That's fine.
All right.
All right. Use
So
your
with
AP
that-
ticket, well, you got it.
Okay.
Alrighty. Goodbye, Koho. All right, and with that, I will read you your questions in 2000s. Are you ready, Albert?
Sure.
Alrighty, your first question. In Before Sunset, Jesse and Celine first see each other again in what kind of establishment?
Okay. Before sunset.
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, museum, B, train station, C, bookstore, or D, cafe.
Both of the ones I was thinking are there. Bookstore.
Bookstore is correct for 1 point. Next question. What is the profession of Peter, played by Paul Rudd, in I Love You, Man?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, real estate agent, B, composer, C, accountant, or D, legal assistant. Five, 4, 3,
A.
2. A real estate agent is correct for 1 point. Going on to your next question. Who plays Ray's employer Harry in Bruges?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Brendan Gleeson, B. Jude Law, C. Ray Fiennes, or D. David Thewlis. And 5, 4,
Brendan
3,
Gleeson.
2. Brendan Gleeson is incorrect. Going over to Robert for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Brendan Gleeson, B. Jude Law, C. Ray Fiennes, or D. David Thewlis?
C. Ray Fiennes.
That is correct for 1 point. Getting the steal on that one. Going, Albert, to your penultimate question. Which Vegas hotel do the group stay at in The Hangover?
Oof. I'm gonna go multiple again.
All right. Multiple choice options are A. Caesar's Palace, B. MGM Grand, C. The Bellagio, or D. The Tangiers.
Caesar's Palace.
It is not the real Caesar's Palace, but Caesar's Palace is correct
Damn it.
for 1 point.
Waiting to steal so I can make that joke.
All right, moving on to your final question in 2000s. What drug is Ryan Gosling's character addicted to in Half Nelson?
I'll go multiple choice again.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Cocaine, B. Heroin, C. Meth, or D. Morphine.
A.
Cocaine is correct for the 1 point steal. Again, Albert breaking the tie, getting his score up to 9. Robert at 8. Is that what you have, Andrew?
Correctamundo.
Alrighty, that brings us to round number 3, our Pick Your Poison round. Our competitors have been given categories before the match. They can now select from those categories and get questions at point values of 1, 2, 3, and 4 points. We are going to go until one player is mathematically eliminated or we run out of questions. And the categories they can select from tonight are comedy, Emma Stone, music, scores and soundtracks, romantic comedies, sports, classics, and mystery thrillers. We're going to let our competitors pick their categories, and hopefully we come back and we can finish this one out. Alrighty, we're back. The players have selected their categories. Tonight we have Albert picking his 1 in music, his 2 in comedy, his 3 in rom-coms, and his 4 in Emma Stone. And we also have Robert picking his 1 in rom-coms, his 2 in mystery thriller, his 3 in sports, and his 4 in comedy. Robert, you are behind, so we will be starting with you. Andrew, read you your questions in round number 2. I'll read you a question round number 3. So we'll go ahead and get started with you.
Cool.
With your.
I said cool. That's
Oh, okay. I gotta understand. It's your 1 pointer in romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Who stars as Patrick Verona in 10 Things I Hate About You?
Weird. I just watched this today. Interesting. Heath Ledger.
That is correct for 1 point. Going to Albert. It's all tied up.
All right, Albert, your 1 point question in the category of music.
Mm-hmm.
Jake and Elwood are the first names of the title characters in which 80s music film?
Five,
I don't
4,
think I know this.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know.
Well, the correct answer was the Blues Brothers.
Oh, damn. I haven't seen that.
No, that means we'll stick with Albert if it's a 2-pointer in comedy.
So your 2-point question in comedy is,
Mm-hmm.
what is the name of George Carlin's character in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Rufus.
That is correct for 2 points. Rufus.
I'm going to score up to 11. We'll go back to Robert, your 2-pointer in Mystery Thriller. What is the first name of the title character in 2009's Orphan? Five, 4,
Maddie.
3, 2. That is incorrect. We were looking for Esther.
Okay.
Stick with you and go to your 3-pointer in sports.
Okay.
What is the full name of the main team in The Replacements? And we're looking for the city and the mascot.
The Washington Sentinels.
That is correct for 3 points. No hesitation.
All right, which
Back
means we'll
over
be
to
going over to Albert for his 3 in rom-coms. Your question is, in what romantic comedy does Dustin Hoffman appear in a video store as someone talks about the score for the film The Graduate?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the
2.
question.
That is your first repeat. Your question again. In what romantic comedy does Dustin Hoffman appear in a video store as someone talks about the score for the film The Graduate?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Crazy Stupid
One.
Oh.
Love.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. We were looking for The Holiday.
Oh, damn.
Ready. Means that means Albert does need to hit his 4-pointer to extend the game. If not, Robert will win.
All right, so Albert, your 4-point question in Emma Stone is, in Superbad, the guys at the party mistakenly think that Evan is the brother of their friend, who is named what?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
Okay, you have one more after this. In Superbad, the guys at the party mistakenly think that Evan is the brother of their friend, who is named what?
Five, 4, 3.
I'll use
2.
my last repeat.
Okay. In Superbad, the guys at the party mistakenly think that Evan is the brother of their friend, who is named what?
Peter.
And your winner, Robert Castner. The correct answer was Jimmy. So with that, we'll say goodbye to Robert for now, and we will we'll talk to Albert in post-match interviews. Albert. I'm very sorry, Albert.
Oh, good.
You know what? I think you played a pretty gritty game today. I think you stayed in it. You had the lead going around 3. I think Robert just kind of outlasted there in round number 3. But how do you feel about your overall performance today?
I in the whole scope of things, I think I could have done better, but I'm pretty proud of myself that I went this far. I was really worried I would get knocked out or something like that because I really was underprepared for this. But yeah, I mean, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think considering like the circumstances, losing by a point to Robert, who is like us actual like plays Warzone competitively to like actually like focus on it. Like in your in your blow off division, you only lost by a point to him. So I think that says a lot. I think you did pretty good. It's not your main game, so I don't blame you for some of the stuff you missed. But figure some of that stuff out and maybe we'll win a couple more.
Yeah.
Like you said, this is not the division I think you really want you put your stamp on here, but this does end your season in Warzone. What would you say you'd want to get done for next season?
Win more games.
Maybe just win one. Let's try to win one more.
Yeah, win
one more than we did this year.
Very concise what we are looking for. But we will say goodbye to you, Albert and Caleb. And we will bring in our winner, Robert Castner, and his manager for the day, Jake Meltzer. Robert, you were able to get the win today. And I know it was something you were looking forward to not to look like a failure to your children. How do you feel today? And do you think this will change how your children look at you going forward?
I'll ask her when she arrives in a month. Maybe she'll give me a nice loquacious answer. I don't know, Mark. Either way, no, I played a crap game. But what I would like, if I would have got the lead at round 1, I would have liked to see how that was switched because the 2000s questions I knew. I was sitting there, I was like, fuck, I know all these questions. What the fuck? Fucking decades, man. I like them, apparently. No, and I did study for it, but I studied more of Albert's other strength and not as much the one I got, which I should have been an indication that I would get it because that seems to be what's happening lately. No, it's great to get the win. When I heard super bad, I was like, fuck, come on, man. That's the Emma Stone question you're asking about. That's the movie, but that's just me. That's us. We love
like we may be fandom champs, but like the movie we quote to each other the most is probably Superbad.
Yes.
So like as soon as I heard that, I was like freaking out in the back. I was like, "You're Jimmy's brother, man!
Jimmy's brother. My brother came all the way from
out to Arizona just to be here tonight."
Exactly.
But no, I'm proud of Robert for persevering in this one. That was a tough break in round 2. I know that I could see him getting kind of frustrated, both with his own questions and then knowing Albert's questions. But he held in there. I'm proud of him. I'm also proud that he can look his daughter in the face as a winner. Most important. Yeah, it's always great to be here, and Superbad smiling down on us once more.
Yeah, that's what I take away from it.
All right, great, and I do believe this also does end your season in Warzone, but you do it in victory. Parenting jokes aside, is there anything you really want to get done next season? If there's any goals you have next season?
Well, to piggyback off Albert, I do want to win one more match to get back to 500. Because I don't think if you look at like someone who has 4+ losses, if you look at like who I lost to, I don't think all losses are created equal, personally, considering I played a champion and 2 people who could be champions or have contended a lot for belts in this league, teams belts mostly, but no, I just want to keep on an upward trajectory. I want to be a contributing member for both leagues. I like to think of myself as a 50-50 player. I know we got a good cadre of 50-50 players here on screen right now. I like to think I'm that, but my record doesn't necessarily show that. So I just want to, keep on an upward trend. That's basically it.
Well,
don't flatter me by calling me a 50-50 player. Let's not.
I was meaning more on that side, Bar, but I didn't want to qualify.
Well, okay. Let's we'll say goodbye to you, Robert, and you, Jake. And we look forward to having you back next season. This was a pretty good match. I believe is how you advertised it, Andrew, as a sneaky good one. Why don't you put a bow on this one rest of the way?
Yeah, absolutely. It was close throughout. I think usually there was only like a 1 point difference coming out of each round. And those are the matches that end up being nail biters, the ones that we keep thinking back on. Albert had a really strong showing, just unfortunate luck in round 3. It happens to the best people as well. And Robert may be able to get to look his daughter in the eye as a winner, but I still can't look at my son in the eyes.
Well, thank you for bringing us down, Andrew. But we will. We that means that we are done for today. For another episode of Multiplex Movie Warzone. Thank our competitors, Robert Castner and Albert Wiradharma, as well as our managers today, Jake Meltzer and Kaleb Koho. And thank you for everybody here at Multiplex who keeps this train on the track so we can keep bringing you content. And thank you to everybody watching. You're the reason why we are doing this right now. Until then, I'm Mark Machaka. This is Andrew James Barr. Be well.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
You'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
If it take a
Bye.